I was 37, 43K in the hole, and hiding a spare key so my parents wouldn't spot the eviction notice. My boyfriend only replied if my text started with sorry, and I set 2 alarms, one to wake up, one to remind myself to breathe before I walked into the job that made me hate daylight. No magic app, no lottery ticket, just a sheet of paper folded into 3 columns and the guts to stop lying. That page became my ladder. If you're tired of pretending your life's fine, hang around. I'll hand you the rungs, one at a time. Rung 1, the secret debt. Debt wears you like a lead jacket. You forget it's there until you try to move. Every swipe whispered, I'll make more next month. Next month showed up with the same stub. Rung 2, the relationship wreckage. Money shame leaks everywhere. ID snap over whose turn it was to buy dish soap because I was $40 short until payday. When my boyfriend tried to hug me after a collection call, I flinched like he was on fire. We turned into roommates who shared Netflix in silence. The night he said, I miss the girl who laughed at my puns, I answered. She's buried under late fees. I sat in the stairwell and realized I wouldn't date me either. Relationships don't explode. They unravel like cheap laces until you're barefoot on glass. Rung 3, the job that ate my soul. I used to Google, can boredom kill you in the parking garage? Answer, not directly, but your soul can flatline. My boss worshipped color-coded spreadsheets. I measured days in bathroom breaks. Sunday at 6 p.m. was my internal alarm for dread. I stayed because the paycheck fed the cards that fed the groceries that fed the loop. Worst part? Tiny humiliations. Printing an email, saying thanks for a scolding about 2-minute lateness. I felt like a ghost haunting my own resume. Rung 4, the night I hit bottom. Bottom was a $7.83 Taco Bell receipt and an overdraft email. The burrito was the cheapest comfort I could find, and even that shoved me into the red. I sat on the kitchen floor, receipt in one hand, sticky note debt in the other, and admitted I'd spent money I didn't have to feel better about a life I didn't want. First honest thought in years. Honesty tastes like cold metal and freedom. No lifeline coming. I had to braid my own rope out of everything I'd dodged. Rung 5, the 1-page plan. I grabbed a manila folder, split it into 3 columns. What I owe, who I owe, smallest amount I can pay without getting sued. Listing it all felt like turning the lights on in a dark room. Plan was boring. Kill the smallest balance first. Call every bank to beg for lower rates. Sell anything that wasn't bolted down. Facebook Marketplace brought $312 for textbooks, a bread maker, and the designer purse I bought back when fake it till you make it sounded like a life plan. Column by column, the page started looking like a scoreboard where I was finally ahead. Rung 6, relationship boundaries. I texted my boyfriend. Can we talk? I'm ready to read you the numbers. I spilled them like a confession. He didn't flinch, just asked, why didn't you let me help carry it? We set 2 rules, no money talk after 9 p.m., and Fridays we cooked dinner with cash from a mason jar, started with $20. That tiny ritual rebuilt trust faster than any worksheet. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors you decide when to open. Rung 7, career escape hatch. I gave myself 6 months to build a runway. Lunch breaks became free online course marathons. I kept a spreadsheet titled Proof I'm Not Stuck, adding every micro-certificate. When fear hissed that I was too old to pivot, I added another row. Month 4, freelance gigs covered half my rent. I walked into my boss's office, said, I'm out, non-negotiable, and left without looking back. Walls still stood. I just wasn't glued to them anymore. Rung 8, small wins that felt massive. First zero balance screenshot became my phone wallpaper. I danced in the break room with the Wi-Fi off. Another win. We burned a frozen pizza, laughed until the smoke alarm applauded. Third win. I woke up on a Monday without dread. Thought my calendar was broken. Tiny moments, stacked, became proof the tide had turned. Rung 9. Setbacks that taught me more. 3 months in, The timing belt snapped. $847. Old me would have swiped plastic. New me emptied the oh crap emergency fund. Stung, but no spiral. Next month, a job rejection stung harder. I ate ice cream from the carton, updated the spreadsheet, applied to 3 more places by sunrise. Resilience isn't bulletproof. It's knowing how to stitch the wound without bleeding on everyone. Rung 10. Life now. Debt. 0. The sticky note is still on the mirror, now with 1 word over the old balance. Free. We downsized to a brighter apartment and opened a joint savings account called Future Fun. I work for a nonprofit teaching teens to budget. When a kid says, "I didn't know I could own my money," a piece of my shame dissolves. The mason jar now funds road trips, not desperation dinners. If you're hiding numbers or Monday dread, write 1 tiny action on a sticky note tonight and park it by your toothbrush. Drop what you wrote in the comments so we can cheer. No course, no gimmicks, just flashlight batteries passed back down the tunnel. That's all I've got. And hey, you're awesome. Thanks for letting me share my story. It means the world to me. Stay curious and keep climbing. You've got this. Bye for now.